Hi, I'm Matt Smith here in Austin, Texas at Six String Ranch Studios. And I'm here to talk to you a little bit about remote work for you. Seems like the world's changed a lot for everyone. Where before we used to go out to the studio and go hang out with our friends, now we're pretty much at home. And at this point, we're starting to work again. We're starting to record stuff at home, either demos or EPs or albums or whatever else, but we're starting to exercise our creativity again. And for a lot of us, we need a little help. And that's what I'm here to do, is help you. Now, let me tell you a little bit about myself. For about the last 30 years, I've been producing, arranging, mixing, and doing session work. I've worked on countless albums, commercials, film soundtracks for lots of folks, both in New York City and here in Austin, Texas. I'm primarily a guitarist, but I play pretty much everything with strings and frets. So any instrument that you might need, hopefully I can be your one-stop shop. The other thing that I do a lot of is help people with their songs. In other words, pre-production, song ideas, mixing, producing, and arrangement, which makes your songs a lot better than they could be. We all kind of fold in ourselves a lot when we work in a vacuum, so it's really good to have someone else to bounce your ideas off of. Hopefully that's where I can come in for you. You can send me your stuff and we can talk about what I can do for you, and it's all surprisingly affordable. A lot of the things that I do for other people, as well as the instruments that we'll discuss here in a second, is mixing. Pretty much between 10 and 12 albums a year. Americana, jazz, rock, folk, reggae, everything you could possibly think of, I've mixed it, and I'm very familiar with the genres and what things are supposed to sound like. So if you have something, you're having a hard time getting your mix together, you can send me your album or your songs, and I can help you mix that stuff and make it sound real good. The instruments I play are any kind of acoustic instruments, any kinds of acoustic styles of guitar, particularly finger picking, open tuning, flat picking, and I have resonator guitars and all kinds of other stuff, so slide guitar, as well as any style of electric guitar. You know, a lot of rare old vintage guitars, a lot of rare old and vintage amps, and I have a ton of guitars here. I have octave guitars, I have 12-string guitars, I have baritone guitars, I have resonator guitars, I have Dobros, I have banjos, mandolins, lap steels, I have cavaquinhos, I have tipples, I have octave 12 strings, I have requintos, I have nylon string guitars, I have Turkish instruments like the saz and the jumbish. I'm just basically like an overgrown 12-year-old boy that's fascinated by toys, and my toys have strings on them, and I love to play them. You can just kind of talk about, let me know what you're looking to get. I can get it for you. It's all surprisingly affordable. If you're a Logic user, I can also show you how I do things. I've been using Logic for a long time. And so basically I can help you learn what I do by sending you back the file using just Logic plugins, and you'll be able to just open those up just like on your computer the way I had it here. So you can also learn a lot about what to do with compressors and EQs and reverbs and busing and all the other stuff that seems like this giant, really tough to understand. I come from it from not just an engineer side, but from an artist side. I understand what it's like to send somebody your stuff or stand by and wring your hands while someone's mixing your stuff and you're like, that's not what I wanted. It doesn't sound right. What I'll ask you to do is to send me a recording of what you want your album to sound like. I understand that it's your album and you have to be happy. I want you to love your recording, whatever it is, whether it's a song or an album, you have to love it. It's not right until it's right that you love it. So we'll just keep working on it until you're happy. I won't be happy till you're happy. You gotta be happy. Everybody should be happy. Anything I can do to help you, please get a hold of me. I'd love to meet you and I'd love to work with you. Please email me at matt@6, that's the number 6, stringranch.com. matt@6stringranch.com. Also, please go to our website, 6stringranch.com, and you'll see a lot more information about what this place does. Thanks a lot.